So I was asked by a user who has a fairly complicated setup how to program an expression pedal so that it can trigger up to 4 separate effects and then use a toggle button to select the bypass of those effects. And I thought I would create a video just to show how to do that. So what he had is an expression pedal plugged into pedal port number 1, and then a button on that expression pedal, like a mission pedal that has a button. And so I'm going to do 2 things real quick. We're going to set pedal number 1 as a continuous controller, and it's going to be set to MIDI channel 1, which is the device that it's controlling. And we'll turn auto calibrate on so the pedal works as soon as we power it up without calibration. And then down on pedal number 2, where he has the momentary button, we're going to select type toggle IA. And this is where, when he presses the button, depending on what effect is highlighted, which I'll show you how to do that, he will then toggle that particular IA slot. And we'll auto-calibrate that. So we're done with that. So we'll save that to the liquid foot. Now let's go to the IA slots where all the magic happens. So the first thing we're going to do, I'll just grab a slot here. We're going to create 3 effects real quick. So we'll do a wah on this one, and we'll sync that up with the XFX. We'll select a wah. I'll have it automatically programmed so you can see it plugged in all the data values. Okay, so we're done with this IA switch, and now we'll go to number 4. We'll make that a volume, and again we'll sync that up and pick our volume. Again, this is just an example and it plugs in. And maybe a delay. Why? Not sure. Okay, so now we have 3 IAs now done. So we have our delay, we have our volume, and we have our wah. Now, you would probably, well, let's go ahead and create a 5th IA slot. And this is going to be the one that selects the functionality. So we're going to call this expression picker. So EXP pick. Okay, and we're going to create, well, I'm just going to do 3 things. So I think we did the wah, the delay, and volume. So we're going to create 3 steps for this particular IA. So let's go ahead and create a step. Actually, if you come back, save your changes and then come back and you'll see it. So the first thing we're going to do is create a step. Next thing we're going to do is tell this step that we want to change the CC number of the expression pedal. So modify EXP CC number. Now we're going to modify expression pedal number 1, and we're going to set it to the wah. And I'm just making this number up, but let's just say it's CC number 80 for the controller. Okay, now what we're going to do is select another command, change expression IA trigger. Okay, and here we're going to now change expression pedal number 2, which is the button. And in this case, we wanted to trigger the IA slot for the wah. So that is IA slot number 3. So we're going to change this to 3. Okay. Now we're going to create another step. This is for the delay. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to change our expression pedal CC number. So let's just say that was 81, whatever continuous controller you want it to control. And then again, we're going to change the trigger on button number 2, and we're going to set that to, let's see, what is our delay? Delay is number 5, so we'll set that to number 5. Then we'll do a 3rd step, and the 3rd step is going to be volume. We're going to go ahead and modify the CC, we'll say that's number 7. Then we're going to change the IA trigger for the button, number 2, and we're going to set that to number 4. Okay, so we are now completely done with the whole scenario. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to power on the system on this particular page, and actually to kind of go through that whole thing, we would probably take this button right here and we would change this to the expression pedal picker. Then we can leave the volume, the delay, and the wah on the screen, just on the button, so you can actually see what's going on, but eventually you would then move them into an area where you wouldn't tie up your buttons, because the expression pedal button is going to trigger those things for you. So here we have button number 6, yes, button number 6 is going to trigger the expression pedal picker, and what will happen is you step on it the first time, or trigger a preset and step on it the first time, and it's going to tell the expression pedal to now control the wah, and it's going to tell the button under it to trigger IA slot number 3. So if we go to 3, what it's actually going to do is you step on it, it's going to, IA3 is a stomp switch, so it's going to click once for on, click 2 for bypass or off. So the first time you step on the button on that expression pedal, depending on the IA state of the preset, so if it's already on, then on the first press of the expression pedal, it's going to shut it off. Step on the button again, it's going to turn it on. Now, if we step on the button for the expression pedal picker, it's now going to move over to delay. So as we move our pedal up and down, it's going to trigger whatever the parameter is for delay, and if we step on the button, then it's going to now bypass the IA slot tied to the delay, so it's going to turn delay on and off. And then again, step on this button again for a third time, it's going to control volume and then turn the volume effect on and off. So that's how you do it.